So basically, I'm bisexual and I don't claim the LGBT community or Pride Month. I don't even celebrate Pride Month. One of the reasons is that I hate how the LGBT community is forcing its beliefs onto other people, churches that want nothing to do with it, and even ostracize homosexuals and bisexuals and transsexuals that identify as conservative politically. For example, me, I'm a Trump supporter. Uh, and I identify as conservative and I'm a Republican. And because of that, I've been called a wannabe homosexual, basically a straight man pretending to be a homosexual. I mean, I'm bisexual, but you get the picture. Uh, I've been called a traitor, even though I don't even claim that community. And they told me that I'm somehow still a part of that community simply for being bisexual. And by that argument, that also makes them a member of the LGB community. The people claiming, trying to force me to be part of the LGBT, that argument also makes them members of the LGB community, which doesn't claim the trans part. Other reasons: people bringing children to gay pride parades, which is a place that children should not be at, also. Excuse me. Also, what the LGBT community has turned into as a whole, basically. If you look at pride parades from the 1970s, they weren't overly sexualized. You didn't have half naked people on the street. They were just marching for their rights. And nowadays, it's just a big FUCK festival. That's what the LGBT pride parades are nowadays. And people want to bring children to them, which is completely disturbing. And if you call it out, you get called a homophobe, which makes no sense whatsoever. And as a bisexual man, seeing all this makes me think that it'd be better if people of same sex attractions never really even got recognized by the argument of them having equal rights, if this is what it's going to lead to. It's better for homosexuality to just be illegal at this point, if this is what it leads to. And I say this as a bisexual. Um, the right for me to be with another man isn't as important for me as a stable society, basically. Um, if homosexuality being illegal would make society more moral, I would rather have that than be bisexual in a society that accepts, homosexual acts, but is morally bankrupt. I would rather live in a society that's moral and has homosexuality illegal, basically. And this is the mindset that the LGBT community has caused me to develop as a bisexual man, seeing everything that's going on. Uh, Basically. Another thing I don't get is people hanging up pride flags. I never hung up a pride flag, but I'll gladly hang up an American flag. Because at the end of the day, the pride flag, that's not the flag that gave me the right to be with another man. It's the American flag, basically. The American flag is what gave me the right to be with another man, not the pride flag. At this point, hanging up a pride flag just makes you a leftist, makes you a communist, makes you a Marxist at this point. The pride flag has literally become a Marxist symbol, similar to the hammer and sickle, with everything that's going on and everything they're trying to push on society, basically. I don't agree with them trying to force churches, mosques, and synagogues and other places of worship to accept homosexuality. They don't have to accept homosexuality if that's, if not accepting homosexuality is part of the religion. They don't have to accept it then. Forcing them to accept it is a violation of their constitutional right to practice a religion that doesn't accept homosexuality. And it's their right. See, another thing is, I don't get mad at Christians telling me I'm going to hell for having relationships with other men, because that's their choice. I don't believe that, so it doesn't affect me. When I see a homosexual yelling at a Christian after a Christian tells them that, that shows me that that homosexual thinks that might be true. And therefore, they get mad because they have doubts and they think it is a possibility. The reason I don't get mad is because I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with my religion. And I don't get mad at Muslims or Christians telling me I'm going to hell. I just tell them, if that's what, helps you live a comfortable life and die in peace, then more power to you. Because I respect your rights to believe that. I'm not gonna, try and fight them over it like an Antifa member, like some of these LGBT members do, basically. I respect other people's rights. And basically, another reason why I don't claim the LGBT community is because they don't respect other people's rights. They absolutely don't. Don't call other gay people homophobes just for having slight disagreements with them. At this point, it's not even the LGBT community, it's the LGBT mafia. Because their tactics are very mafia-like. Intimidation tactics, beating people up, trying to threaten people and intimidate people into going along with the flow. Telling people to donate money to BLM, which was a complete scam. None of that money was even given to a single black family. The founders, they all bought mansions and the nicest cars, but not a single cent was given to black families living in poverty of that money that those BLM members made. But to this day, even though the cat's out of the bag about this, the LGBT community will still call you a homophobe if you do not agree with Black Lives Matter, the organization. I'm not against the quote because Black Lives do matter. But anytime you disagree with the organization, all of a sudden the LGBT community calls you a homophobe for disagreeing with a literal scam. Like I said, at this point, you might as well call them the LGBT mafia. They're no longer the LGBT community. Because their tactics at this point are very mafia-like and extremely gang-like with Antifa and all that. So basically, I made this rant to tell people why I don't go along with the LGBT community or even claim them, even though I'm a bisexual. And you don't have to claim them either. If you're a bisexual or a homosexual, you don't have to claim them either. If you don't like what they're doing nowadays. Because a lot of people don't like what they're doing nowadays. So, it's basically it. It's all I had to say, basically. Just made this video during Pride Month because I felt like this had to be said coming from someone. And other people that have way more subscribers than me already talked about this topic, So, me, I'm just a voice in a corner right now doing this. But I felt like more people who had same sex relations in the past need to speak out against this. Because I don't want to get grouped in with these people. Just because I like to have fun with other guys in that way, just because of that, I don't want to get grouped in with these morons, basically. I don't want to get grouped in with what the LGBT community has turned into today, basically. And that's why I felt the need to make this rant.